Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings, peace and love. You're listening to the Womb Wellness Call series. Happens every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Call 605. Call 60 Central Standard Time. Call 200. Call series. Happens every listening to the Womb Wellness Call series. Happens every Wellness Call series. Happens 2002.
So this is the next One Wellness call I'm getting ready to upload. I have some already on the page.
Series. Happens 0020. Access code Wellness Call series. Happens 4 Wellness Call series. 459-759. And tonight we are
This is I don't know what she is. She's like a Reiki person, Reiki herbalist, yoni steam practitioner. But she's one of my good associates, and this is the call from her. This is from September 22nd, 2016.
series. And tonight we are going to
Okay, so I just took out like the phone number because we was doing these on conference calls. So
series. And tonight we are going to get right into the call and we're going to introduce our wonderful guest. It is none other than Sunshine Purnell. She is the founder and CEO of Harambe House of Wellness located in Snellville, Georgia. She is a community advocate and is passionate about helping guide and awaken others to fulfill their potential. Trained and certified in many different types of Reiki, yoni steaming, life coaching, womb yoga, and a law of attraction practitioner. And a law attraction practitioner. Sunshine also is an intuitive reader, ordained spiritual minister, homeschool consultant, spoken word artist, wife, and mother. She supports and is very passionate about assisting and empowering people in being well, fulfilled, and vibrantly alive in all areas of life.
It was a lot of dead air. Uh-oh.
Okay, Sister Sunshine, are you okay?
Oh,
Okay, Sister Sunshine, are you on the line?
I am, peace.
Life. Okay, Sister Sunshine, are you on the line?
I am, peace.
Fulfilled and vibrantly alive in all areas of life. Okay, Sister Sunshine, are you on the line?
I am, peace, sis. How are you?
I am good. I am so thankful to have you to be on the line to share with us. This call, we focus mainly on birth, fibroids, and fertility, but we have covered different subjects. So we just mainly talk about the healing aspect of us because the woman um, is going through some things. You know, we have a lot of um, work. We're constantly working on ourselves anyway. So we have a lot of work that we do, and it's just a constant journey. And you help women with that. So I wanted you to kind of just start out and just tell us, you know, your womb story.
Okay. All right. I would like to, definitely start by saying thank you for having me. You and I, we definitely go back, and I absolutely adore the work that you're doing. So, my story begins, of course, as women, we carry the wombs of our ancestors and those before us. So, that's where I guess my womb story begins because a lot of women in my family were not able to speak up, and we hold a lot of tension and things in our womb. So that's where it begins. And for me, it manifested with ovarian cysts and fibroids. So I had a what was it, a 10 centimeter ovarian cyst that my left ovary wrapped around. So it caused a tremendous amount of pain. I had to be rushed to the hospital. So that catapulted me to begin to study more because they had to take that ovary out, and wanted to figure out how.
Which one was it?
It was my left ovary. It was the left ovary, 10 centimeters. When I got to the hospital, they they immediately admitted me, and they were like, "You need surgery," because it was dangerous at that point. So, and then what ended up happening is the other side began to grow. So that was to like 16 years. But by this time, I had met Satwa, who is over the Yoni City Institute, and I was trained in self-care. So I began to do my own work in the steaming, the massage. And, I was trained in self-care. So and I was trained at this old institute, and I was trained. Who is over the Yoni City Institute. But by this time, I had met. So I began to do my. But by this time, I had met. So I began to do my own work. But by this time, I began to do my own work in the steaming, the massages with the casserole packs, and I began to, of course, learn that it's more than just a physical thing. It's deep rooted. It's what I'm holding on to. It's those that have hurt me in the past, and I'm not, releasing them, and things of that nature. So, needless to say, today I have not had to have surgery on this ovary because I was able to, watch those feeds. I think chiropractic care is definitely something that we also need to look into when we're dealing with our wound because our spine. It holds a lot of channels and, just energy flowing, and a lot of that energy gets trapped. So when you get adjusted, that energy flows. So that helps. Definitely the yoni steaming, the herbs. I love my raspberry, leaf, my Vitex, that stuff absolutely helped me as well. So now that I have a testimony, I can help others, help them heal and show them how to self-heal because you don't need surgery. You can do it on your own. You really can. I'm a testimony to that. So yeah.
So, now I'll just go back to when we met. I think we met on Facebook though originally.
Girl, it's been a minute. Yeah, I
think it was around. Well, I started teaching candle making classes in Atlanta around 2009 or 10,
right.
Something like that. But I think that's how. I know that you came to my class. I mean, I know that's how we met. But I think the initial thing was Facebook. That was like my very first page that I had, Craftswoman, and at that time. Later on, I was, going through a lot, but I am very ambitious, and I mean, I don't really care about hindrances. I'm going to do what I'm strong-willed. It works for me and it works against me. So I couldn't get a place. a actual business or whatever at that time to have my class. It didn't work. I'm gonna do what I'm strong-willed. It works for me and it works against me. So I couldn't get a and it works against me. So I couldn't, for whatever reason. So I had it in my apartment, and I would just like to say the three of y'all who did show up and me. So I could give y'all who did show up, and sister is Micaiah. Is that how you pronounce? Yes, Sister Micaiah is still rolling with you. She came, and Sister Alicia. And it was just such a blessing to meet. So I could, for you all to come, and it was because I was like, I just wanted to show people how to make candles. Right. Like I don't care where you learn, you're just gonna learn. It was just that time, and I still. So I could do that day to this day, and then we met back up again at the Yoni Steam ceremony retreat when we got our certification. Yeah. And just to see how both of us have. So I could grown. It's just I'm like happy for both of us, Yes. Because I know where I was at that time, and just to see you grow, and I didn't know, all of these other things. So I could work as, I guess you could say not so much of your womb story before we met at the Yoni Steamer Retreat. And so it's just wonderful that you have a testimony that it works. So I could just wonderful that you have a testimony that it works. This stuff works, and I know that women want, well, people just want a pill. They want a microwave healing, and they know it doesn't work. That way. So I'm glad that you told us about your story, your womb story, and I wanted to actually learn a little bit more about the Harambe House of Wellness. I cannot wait to go. I really can't. I'm just like when I go to Atlanta, I'm just working, but I really wanted to make a day of healing because there are so many healers out there. And what is this metaphysical educational series that you have going on? Okay, and before I begin that, let me just say that when we were at that training, it was something that you said to me. Because I was looking for a building, things of that nature. And you was like, well, you don't have to buy a building, just go rent it. And as soon as it said that to me, it's just like it began to flow. And that inspired me to continue to do what I'm doing. And so I want to thank you for that because I still think about that. I still think of it. So, yeah, so you definitely helped with that. And you said everything that you was going to do, you did it. And I know right after, it's like, even Sister Tracy was on before, and she spoke about the deeper root issues of fibroids and just all of these womb issues and stuff that we experienced on this journey. And she was just saying how after that retreat, she was never the same. And I said, that's how I was. I was like, oh my goodness, you have to try it. You have to try it.
Yes,
because every time you steam or every time I steam, it's different. You know, every time it's different. Sometimes you might need to be quiet. Sometimes you might need to chant. Sometimes you might. It's just a journal. You know.
It's such a connection. Like you really, and that's the thing about it. You know, a connection with self. You know, because the hardest thing for us to do is to be honest with ourselves. So connecting with ourselves absolutely helps that, because a lot of times we need to let go of the things that are hindering us. And we're so scared to, that connection, it strengthens you, it empowers you. So I absolutely, I adore what we have done, what we have learned, and how we have grown as a community. Because I see so many of us out there working so hard for, you know, it's just beautiful. Like I love, like Tracy. Oh my goodness, that tea, honey. Let me tell you, it's amazing. So, so I'm very passionate about, you know, getting this story out, because a lot of people think they have to get rid of their wounds. They have to, you know, cut it out in order for them to be okay. And you don't, like that you don't have to do that. So yeah. So I definitely am grateful.
So the metaphysical educational series is about what?
Okay, so the metaphysical educational series is when we bring in someone, in order for them to be okay, and you don't, like that you don't have to do that. So yeah, so I definitely am grateful. I definitely am grateful. That is skilled in, and whatever it is that they're skilled in, and we bring them to Harambe, and they're able to teach our audience their skill. Or, you know, like, so for instance, we have two of them coming up. So we have the DNA Healing Reiki Energy Weekend certification, which my Reiki teacher, Kaya Lamont, Kaya Universal, he'll be there teaching and certifying those who attend in DNA Healing Reiki. Which is a very powerful Reiki. It's one of my go-to Reikis, because, you know, our DNA remembers so much of, you know, our past lives, this life, what our ancestors went through. It just, you know, our cells remember that. So DNA Healing Reiki is great for that. So I'm grateful. It will be a 2-day class, and you will be certified Reiki Master Level in DNA Healing Reiki. So, and we also have, that one is October 1st to 2nd. And we have also Sister Zima Lovefire coming in to teach us about eating properly. She just wrote a book called The New Food Culture. So we're going to have a workshop with her, and she's going to demonstrate how to, you know, make a raw dish. Everybody that comes is going to get a copy of her new book, which is a very good book to have. As a resource to, you know, to teach you how to eat, as far as looking out for GMOs, you know, maybe some substitutes you can have instead of having, cow's milk, you can have something else that's, more beneficial to you. So she'll be on October the 9th. Yeah, we like to bring people in to share their gifts, and that's what the metaphysical series is about. So,
Okay, well that's good. That's collaborative efforts working together.
Yes.
I really like that. And the tea and talk.
Oh yes, the tea and talk. Let me tell you about the tea and talk. So the tea and talk is basically when we do just that. We have healing tea. I think a lot of our people sit around and they have tea. That's like it's like it makes you feel good to sit around and have tea. So we just do that. We pour tea and we talk about certain topics. So some of the topics we've had is being an empath in today's society. So that's one of the first ones we did. We did as far as tea and talk, and we just sit around and we pull questions, and we answer these questions. Everybody gets a chance to talk about their experience being an empath, and we give kind of tips on how to manage life as an empath. So that was one and the tea and talk is very healing because a lot of people actually just need to talk about it. Get it off their chest and know that they're not alone. So that's what the tea and talk is about, just to sit down and talk about it over tea, whatever the topic may be. Mm-hmm.
And what about the ME project?
Oh yeah, the Me project.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's me. It's not ME.
Yeah. What? No, it's ME too. Me is it represents it's an acronym for it's also just like Michael Jackson say, I'm starting with the man and the woman in the mirror. So me, which is manifesting empowerment. So the Me Project basically is when they come in. We have our whoever wants to come in and grateful. And whatever topic we have, they get manuals, and we go through the manuals. And sometimes we have hands-on, like we'll make a herbal remedy or whatever topic it is that we have. But it's about working on yourself. That's what the Me Project is. Assist individuals to reflect on self-healing, self-love, self-worth, self respect, and the overall empowerment of themselves. So the next the next Me Project is going to be about the chakras. We're having a chakra series, so it's going to be the root chakra. So it's going to be all about the root chakra. Everybody's going to come dressed in red, and they're going to get nice little sheets that are reflective of the root chakra. And we're going to talk about ways to heal the root chakra. What are some scents that you can, put on? What are some exercises that you can do? What are, it's just, we're just really going to get really in depth about that chakra and what body parts that root chakra is connected to, and ways to heal it. Because we want solutions. We don't want to just sit and say, okay, yeah, heal your root chakra, but how? Like, how do we do it? Like, one story that it reminds me of is like when I was young, I love my mommy, but she was like, make sure your credit is good. But she never showed me how to make it good. She just said it to me. So this is showing people how to, heal and manifest healing for this center in their body. So so yeah, that's what that's about.
Okay, so I'm going to.
You don't have to do that. So yeah. So I definitely am grateful.
Okay, so I'm going to announce a few things here, and then we're going to get back to you and ask you about more about the steps about how to heal the womb. I know you mentioned chiropractic, but I want to get into more of that. I want to really get into this Reiki and really talk about that. A lot of people are confused about that. So just give me a second here. To announce a few businesses for anybody who's looking for a life coach. The owner of Getting My Life Back Now, Tamara, has released a personal trainer and certified life coach, and she now helps other people, and in more ways than one, not just taking their life back. And you can contact her via on her website at www.gettingmylifebacknow.com. And if anybody is looking for any print advertising, we have a magazine here. This sister has been diligently working on her magazine, and it's growing. It's looking a lot. I mean, it's just getting a lot better, and it's called Our Black Family Magazine. She has a meetup group also with that same name. It's just getting our families together on different events and stuff. It's a family magazine created, Our Black Family Magazine. Is designed to connect the community with community businesses and highlight the positive community events and local heroes. And she has advertising rates as low as $20. You can check her out at ourblackfamily.com or call 214. And the artist markets return October.
I definitely am grateful.
Massages, candle making classes, waist bead class.
I definitely am grateful.
This artist market in Arlington, Texas.
I definitely am grateful.
591724 or go to candlescreated.com. Okay, so let's get
I'm grateful.
right back into it, talking to Sunshine. I want you to speak.
I'm grateful.
I want you to speak about the Reiki, and it's spelled Reiki.
So yeah, so I definitely am grateful.
I want you to speak about the Reiki, and it's spelled Reiki. If anyone wants to Google it, if you're not familiar with that practice.
Yes, Reiki has been, it's been life altering for me. But it means universal life energy is what Reiki is, and it's like an ancient technique of laying hands on, on the body or right above the body, and the energy, whatever type, like we spoke of being a healing. So whatever type of energy you call on, that energy is going to flow. And what's so beautiful about Reiki is that it goes where it needs to go. So I can put my hands on your feet, and if your arm needs to be healed, it's gonna go, to your arm. So it's very relaxing. It definitely helps. It's like everybody, especially like women that wear many, many, many hats. We really need it, but we also need our brothers to come in, because we do see a lot of women that are coming in, and they're taking hold of their healing, but we need the brothers to come in too. So we have like Usui Reiki, Kundalini Reiki, Amethyst Bed, Energy Field Reiki. We also do something called Meridian Flushing. So a lot of people go to acupuncturists for to get the acupuncture, and that is what your meridians. They put the needles in so that that it can flow, like the energy can flow through your meridian. So we have different meridian flushes and chakra flushes and aura flushes that help cleanse all of that. Because we bathe our bodies, but sometimes we also need to bathe the astral parts of ourselves, the etheric parts of ourselves. So yeah, we're trained in all of that. But Reiki is a beautiful, beautiful healing technique that I think everybody should experience.
Yes, it is. You can feel the lightness of it. After you get the Reiki. Reiki is the bomb. Yeah. We definitely should do on the regular. Can you tell us what about the homeschooling before we get into the other stuff?
Yes, homeschooling. Yeah. So I decided to homeschool. Well, first of all, my son, he'll be 20 in December. So, but I decided to. So I decided to take him out in the 8th grade because I saw that he wasn't really getting the concepts, and I went to their website, and I was like, wait, he's not learning this, and the things that he is learning, I'm teaching. So my husband encouraged me to take him out of school and homeschool him, and we had 2 daughters after that. So my daughters have never been to school. So we do, one thing that my son said that he missed was his friends. So I created a homeschooling group so that he can have lifelong friends. And so now we get together and we have classes together. Like I teach the creative writing. So yeah, we have classes. I do homeschool consulting. So they can, everybody can check that out on the website as well as far as the homeschooling part. But it's very beneficial to have firsthand in your children's education, because we're able to teach them things that we're learning, like Reiki. Like, I can attune my children to Reiki. They can have a Reiki class and be certified by the time they're 16, years old. So that's what I love about the freedom of homeschooling. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's beneficial, rewarding and challenging. Okay, so besides the chiropractic for how you got rid of your ovarian cyst,
Right.
so
yeah.
How often do you recommend or to go to the chiropractor?
Well, I did a 24-week. I went every week for 24 weeks. I'm still actually doing it, so I have like maybe 2 more weeks to go. I recommend the castor oil pack. I mean, to me, it's so much. Like, yeah. So much to you know,
it's a lifestyle change, right?
It is. It's just right. It's a lifestyle change. It's a commitment, absolutely. So for me, I saw a lot of because the steaming was working as well. But whenever she adjusted me, because she does this thing where she goes down your spine and it shows you like the red areas, the yellow areas, and the green areas. And the red areas was like where my womb was, which is like these are the emergent areas. So, you know, so I was like, wow. And basically the energy is not flowing in that area correctly because we've gone, I mean, even being born is trauma to a lot of people. So she was able to adjust those areas within these 24 weeks. And I saw such an improvement. It's just amazing. Like I can't even, I mean, really, like that, I think that should be a part of the protocol with womb healing. Go get adjusted. You know, also the, you know, the castor oil pack. Like I would sit and I would just let it sit on me for like an hour. And, you know, I would massage it. And I noticed a difference immediately. I literally noticed a difference. So castor oil packs are excellent to go along with your yoni steaming. And, you know, because we also offer yoni steaming here as well. So it is definitely, you know, beneficial. And not only that, forgiving people that you're holding in your womb, like, you know, he get on my nerves. And, you know, it's been 12 years. You got to let them go. So, you know, so that kind of stuff, releasing, letting things go, you know, that helps. Affirmations. I did EFT tapping. I did a lot of things to help release things in that area. Sound bowl healing is amazing. You know, that vibration breaks up the stagnant energy.
Did you do it yourself? Did you do the sound bowl yourself?
Well, we actually, it was a concert here that we had. I would love to give you some sound bowls. That's like next on my list. But I do have tuning forks, and I do that on myself a lot. So sound healing is definitely something that breaks up that stagnant energy. You know, and just being truthful, being honest with yourself. Like, do you really want this? Like, you know, do you really want this? Is this what you really want in your life? You know, you have to really assess your life. So,
and how often do you do the yoni steaming?
The yoni steaming I do, I would say twice a week. Sometimes I may need it more. You know, and then sometimes as needed. You know, once you balance out, you know, you don't really have to do it as much. But for me, when I was going through what I went through, it was more. I did it more. You know, so, but yeah, as needed.
And how long did you steam?
I do no more than 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more than 45 minutes.
I just extended mine. I was doing it for 30 minutes, but like people, they want to stay on there. You just don't want to. You know, you want to be safe.
Yeah, it's relaxing. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I have to make my clients get up too. Like, you know, we can't stay here. You know, we gotta
you
move on.
can't stay here forever. You'll have to get up at some point. Okay, I want to, if anybody has any questions to ask Sister Sunshine, I'm going to, and you can just speak and I can see who's speaking. Okay, a second. Going to. Anybody has any questions to ask Sister Sunshine, I'm going to. Okay, Sunshine?
Yes.
Okay. So, what about the womb yoga? If anybody has any I want to, if anybody has any questions. We'll have to get up at some point. Okay, okay. So, okay. So, can't stay here forever. We'll have to get up at some point. Okay. So, what about the womb yoga? What about the womb yoga?
The womb yoga I have not started yet, but I actually just spoke with some friends of mine, and we want to go ahead and start doing that since, you know, it's getting cooler. You know, the mosquitoes aren't out because I can do it like in my backyard, and the mosquitoes are sometimes vicious. But it's something that I will introduce next. That is the next thing for us to introduce is the womb yoga. But for me, you know, sometimes I'll do it with my daughters outside. You know, we'll come outside on the patio and we'll do it. So that too helps because the movement, you know, because we're stagnant. I always tell people, you know, when you're around water that's stagnant, it stinks. You don't want to be around it. It's just not cool. We want to be like flowing rivers. So therefore, in order to get this womb center together, we have to move. So that's where the womb yoga comes in, hula hooping, belly dancing. You know, get that sacral area moving. It's very important. So yeah, the womb yoga is coming. It's on the way.
Okay, and where's the Harambe House of Wellness?
Okay, well, you can find us in Snellville, Georgia. You can look on our website. It is www.harambehouseofwellness.com. And anytime that we have a client to come in, we email the address because I do work out of my home. So it's in Snellville, the Centerville area.
And can you tell us about your products? Because you got a lot of products on here for sale. Can you tell us about your product?
Area.
Can you tell?
It's in Snellville, the Centerville area. Spiritual debris, if you will. And spiritual bathing is one of the ways that you can carry spiritual debris, if you would. Releasing and because a lot of us carry spiritual debris. Because a lot of us carry spiritual debris, if you will. And spiritual bathing is one of the ways that you can, you know, help yourself get rid of negative things that you've picked up along the way. So we have a lot of different, well, not a lot of different, we have 3 different spiritual baths that is infused with actual Reiki energy. So we have the calming protection, the anxiety soak away, as well as the radiant energy. And we also have elixirs. We were attuned to what is called ethereal crystals. So we were able to put actual crystals, just like gem elixirs, but we're able to use it in energy form. And it's like 400 times the strength of a stone. So if I put amethyst in this elixir, it's 400 times the strength. So we're able to attune these elixirs to those ethereal crystals. So we have different elixirs that are good for, like gem vibration is good to raise your vibration, your frequency. We have the mineral mineral enhancer, and it helps you to absorb whatever mineral you are taking. Cloud Nine is for the sensual side of us to, just kind of like an aphrodisiac, how do you say that word, quality. So that's what Cloud Nine is. And we have body sprays that's good for grounding. We have body sprays for each of the chakras. So yeah, like the I am rooted chakra spray, that's for the root chakra, the sensual power chakra, which is for the sacral chakra, which is great for the womb center. And it has the different ethereal crystals and essential oils associated with each center of the body. So those are our products, and we also have t-shirts, Harambe t-shirts available as well.
Who came up with that logo? I think it's so cute. Who came up with that logo? I think it's
Harambe t-shirts available as well. The logo. So actually, we have an artist friend that we asked to do the logo, and we were kind of like, we don't know what we want, but we want something. And she came to my housewarming and presented a painting to me. And whenever she revealed the painting, I was like, that is the logo. That's it. So that logo is a gift. She gave me that gift for my housewarming as a painting, and it turned into our logo. Well,
and the chakra body sprays. Who came up with that idea? These products. Never heard of.
Yeah. Well, we have it's a few of us that that come up with the
Hi,
ideas
Laura
of,
Purdy.
we have Micaiah, Ife, Aya, we all, work hard to come up with the different products. So I couldn't tell you, I couldn't tell you who said let's do this, because we have so many ideas. We just put them in our little bank and say let's pull this one out. But it was a collective. As well.
So if somebody's working on different chakra, they can get the different ones.
Right.
For them.
Right.
That's really creative.
Yeah. Available as well. And everybody that comes to the Root Chakra series is going to get to have a rooted chakra spray. I am rooted. Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to be one of the nice gifts.
Okay. And so you are an ordained minister. So what does that mean?
As well.
And so you are an ordained minister. So what is
as well.
So you are an ordained minister. So what does that mean to you?
It basically, I love love. So I would do weddings. We can do house clearings. So just think, spiritual advice. That's a part of my life coaching. Just the spiritual advice. Because a lot of times we're just so stuck and don't, like a lot of us, even to this day, like I know there has to be something different. I know it's more to life than what I live every day. So I guess the ordained, being ordained kind of helped me to tap into my, my higher self and assist and guide others to, tap into that. So that's why I love to see people become empowered. So that's how I use my ordained. I don't go out. I guess my ministry is what we do, the womb work, being empowered. That's my ministry. So that's how I use, my ordained shit.
So you saying you do like sacred circles? You do it like what, the full moon, new moon, super circle? Like how does that work?
So basically, if someone wants a sacred circle, they would go to our website to event planning, and what they would do is they would pick what they want. How if they can, it's like kind of like the Tupperware party idea. Like you would go to their space, and they can do it for their birthday, their bachelorette party, whatever that you just because, and they can pick whatever they want from our list, which it can be like a forgiveness ceremony. Let's just say, a young lady said, hey, I want to do a sacred circle. I would tell her to go pick from the list, and she can choose, okay, we want to do yoga, we want to do journaling and meditation. And that's what we do. We will create that sacred circle for them, and we will bring everything, all of our knowledge and skills to them and help create that sacred circle for them. So it's great for like birthdays, just even blessing ways. I've done a blessing way before, and it was beautiful. Blessing way is just it's more of like an ancestral, a ceremonial baby shower. And when I tell you, it was so beautiful. I love like that's the way we do baby showers, really.
And the house blessing, so you do house blessing?
House blessing, and we can, we definitely, because, we were trained to do the negative removal. So I'm able to go in your home and get rid of all of that negative, that negative stuff and bring in the good flow. So that's how, I do that.
I do want to, okay, so let's talk more about the womb healing of the trauma. What herbs do you recommend for healing wound trauma? Because herbs are more serious than what people think. It's like they really, I don't know, is it the minerals or something that's in them sometimes can really like speak to you in some type of different type of way. But what herbs like do you recommend? I know everybody, of course. I don't know, is it the minerals or something? They really, I don't know, is it the minerals or something? Healing wound trauma, because herbs are more serious than what people think. Consult your doctor if you're not diagnosis. Than what people think. And I know everybody, of course, you should consult your doctor if you're not diagnosis. We don't intend to cure or treat any diseases. So what herbs, do you deal with or like?
Okay, so of course the red raspberry helped her get through. So Vitex, the chasteberry, has been very beneficial for me.
How do you take that? What form do you take that in? Liquid or powder?
I just make a tea out of it. I make it a tea, and I steep it, and I just drink it. And it really, that has really helped me. That along with maca. Maca is a great, like, I use that in powder form. You can put that in your smoothies. But the maca also helps with my hormone, like the hormonal balance, because especially when they take one of your ovaries out, your hormones go haywire. So the maca really help with that. What is it, Dong Quai? Dong Quai is really powerful and strong. You have to be real careful with it, but it works. It really works when you're dealing with the hormonal
And how many cups are you drinking a day?
I have to do up to 3 cups a day. I can do up to 3 cups a day. One for the morning, one for the afternoon, one before bed, and it helps. It really helps. And I know this is not wound healing, but my son had an issue, and a lot of us are just deficient in minerals because of and that's what mostly everything you can trace back to being a mineral deficiency. So these herbs, which the Creator provides, which is where they get all of the drugs from anyway. That's what they do. But you get these herbs and you get the minerals. That intake of minerals, and it really helps you. Like you can feel a difference. You can see a difference. So
And you make
definitely
infusions?
Yeah, I like making infusions. I like it. So I actually have this cute little teapot where you can really kind of have it like soak in it, and it steeps it for you. So I really like to use that. But yeah, you can definitely get the infusions. I haven't made any. I need to get back on my infusions, but I haven't made any lately. Maybe that needs to be one of the next new projects, to make an infusion.
Okay, so we're going to talk about, I guess, a current state. I really don't deal with, like, current stuff on the news. I try to stick with, just the wound issues and stuff. But because of the reality of what's going on, I say that it's just more exposed now. It's been going on. The slaughtering of black males. Our wounds are feeling very sad right now. And it's affecting because when the black womb is not right, that's a domino effect. So I would like for you to speak on, at this time, like, what is your recommendation on us to like current stuff on the news. I try to stick with, just the womb issues and stuff. But because issues and stuff, but because we're very sad right now, and it's affecting because when the black womb is not right, that's a domino effect. So I would like for you to speak issues and stuff, but because on at this time, like, what is your recommendation on? Like, what is your recommendation on us to sustain ourselves, sustain our sanity, sustain our healing? Like, how do we make it every day, seeing what's being pushed in our face? Even though I don't look at the news, you can't help but see it, see the murdering of our people in trying to desensitize. Murdering. See it. See the murdering. Pushed in our face, even though I don't look at the news. You can. So I don't look at the news. You can, or whatever, but it's never gonna. I mean, I'm never gonna be like, oh, like, okay, I just saw a murder and go get something to eat. So I just want to speak from your healing point of view. You can. So I just want to speak from your healing point of view about this because this is also affecting the wounds.
It is. It's very heavy. Like even if you don't watch it, you can feel it. Especially those that are empathic, you can feel the thickness, the heaviness of what's going on. But you have to ask yourself, because we know we don't run the media. So why? Because there are some beautiful things happening as well. And it's not to say that this is not, such a, it's devastating. It really is. Like I said, I have a 20-year-old, he'll be 20. And, it's like, whew, I don't really want you to go anywhere really, but we can't allow fear to dictate us. And that's what it is. That's what because we, especially melanated people, we are conduits. We're like hoppers. So when we're feeling angry, it's like they're zapping off our energy. That's what it's kind of like if you go into a room and you have a bunch of people that are low energy, low vibrational, you'll feel it. You'll start feeling that. And if you go into a room and everybody's high, feeling great, high vibration, you feel that. So they tap into that energy and it makes them powerful. They feel, So anyway, a way to get away from that is tap out, turn out. Don't watch it. Stop watching the video. Stop sharing the video. Don't let it anger. You don't let your anger take control of you. It's time for you to go inward and manifest solutions. Like, what are we going to do? Because it's happening so much, and we give the same reaction. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's the same thing. So we have to do something different. Get with some like-minded people and meditate together. Meditate on something healing, like envision peace. What does peace look like to you? So we have to use that magic that we have to manifest what it is that we want. And I don't like tuning into it because it devastates me. I can't it knocks me, knocks my breath away for quite some time. So I can't do it because they're feeding on our fear. We're showing them our fear through anger. So what do we do about it now? How do we move forward? We stop tuning into it. We stop giving them our energy. That's how I don't share it. I don't discuss it. I don't post it. I don't do any of that because that's what they want. But there are so many beautiful stories out there. There's so many, and that's what we need to tap into.
And it's not raining everywhere all over the world. It's
not.
Some people are experiencing paradise on the world. It's just,
absolutely.
That's how I kind of can balance my emotions. People are experiencing paradise on the world. You know,
It's not.
like
It's not.
some people are experiencing paradise, and just know that it's not going to happen everywhere at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just got to be able to travel and move. I mean, move even with your energy, even move physically. Just be able to just go with the flow, and there is nowhere to hide. There is nowhere to go. So if people say, and I'm not against moving. Like I said, traveling, yeah, that's definitely something to do. But everywhere you go, you are. So I wanted to talk to you about being an empath. I know that I experienced that when you pick up all these energies and stuff. And I know when you sent that video to me about the attachments, that really changed my outlook on a lot of things. Can you talk about attachments like a little bit?
Wow, yeah, attachments are very, very, like most of us have attachments and we don't even realize it. And a way for me to, I guess, to explain that is we know that there's a spirit world. And some people don't go what they call into the light. They're wandering. They're around and they find, people like us, just regular people to feed off of, especially if you have, kind of like low vibration. If you're sick, if you're, you just had an argument, so that kind of like they look for certain vibrations and they attach to you. So say for instance, if you have an alcoholic that passed on, they're looking around and then boom, they attach to you, and you start having this craving for alcohol, just alcohol. Or you become an alcoholic. A lot of people have these attachments and don't even know it. There are certain things you can do to protect yourself. Of course, the songs, the healing songs. There's certain prayers you can say, affirmations, invocations. Like I never leave my home without an invocation. I always, ask my angels and spirit guides, my ancestors that have crossed over into the highest light to guide and protect me in my home and my children. You always ask for that. It's just like, when you look back at your ancestors that were in the church, I had a praying grandmother. So for me, my prayers they come out in invocations. I do have prayers too. I say prayers too. But you have to make sure that you are protected because these attachments are real. Like I didn't realize it. I guess that's something that I've studied, and this is why I wanted to get trained in entity removal because I see it so much in my clients. I see it in myself. So it is very beneficial to clean up your etheric as well as, we always detox in our body. You have to detox other parts of you as well. Your emotions, your spiritual self, your etheric stuff. You have to detox all of that. So yeah, spiritual attachment.
What's an exercise kind of like just clear your energy? Like something you can do if you're out in public and you don't really have a private space. What's just something you can just kind of do low key, kind of get your energy right?
Okay, well, yeah, that's a good question. You can envision yourself in a protective white light. You can, in that way, you say it, you speak to your higher self, you let it know. I do not welcome any negative entities, energies to attach themselves to me as I'm in this space, as I'm in this moment. You speak to your higher self. You speak. Everybody has angels and spirit guides. You let them know, keep me protected, especially if you're feeling something. Because when you're empathic, you feel things. You feel like, oh, something's not right. Honor that feeling. It's just, if your gut speaks to you, honor that. Just know, and you imagine yourself in that protective bubble, and you keep them away. And also, stones. There are different stones you can wear. Like one of my favorite stones is labradorite. It's a very, say it again.
How do you spell it?
Labradorite. Let me
Laborite, something like that.
Yeah, labradorite. It's something like that. I can look it up for you real quick.
Okay, what color is it? Like, what does it look like?
It's black and it's it's
okay.
kind of shiny.
What about just the black stone?
Yeah, black stones are more lined. They are protected. Like you have hematite that's great for the grounding and as well as protective. You have tektite. The darker stones are definitely going to be the ones that are protective. And we also have this, like, those that will be learning the DNA healing, that's coming to be certified in that. You will learn what is called DNA psychic protection. So I activate that every day. From what is called DNA psychic protection. So I activate myself, my children, you will learn what is called DNA. You will learn what is called. You will myself, my children, my husband. To be certified in that. Want to meet and so in that moment, I know people thought I was crazy. They thought, what is wrong with her? But I started praying and like, nope, you have to leave. You're not welcome. Right in the middle of Walmart. I'm like, wow. So yeah, you have to be on it. Don't be scared what people don't think. You got to do it because and places like hospitals, because you have so many entities in and out of realms. So that's why it's great to have, because you don't want your child to be exposed to all those, because people pass away in hospitals every day. So they're wondering like, well, and then new freshness is coming. So yeah, they're around waiting. So yeah, you have to be real cautious and careful about that.
And then how do you keep yourself balanced as an empath? I know one of the ways, one of the things I heard was implanting your feet in the ground, like how you ground yourself, or because sometimes I could be like too emotional. And another thing was hugging a tree to just kind of ground yourself, because like you're saying, knowing all of this stuff, you can be very emotional and just
overwhelmed.
You picking up every single feeling, every single thing, and I think that's why I don't do like so much as a touch therapy, just because of that. I'm like, I just kind of want to keep it, because we did learn about the clay wraps or whatever. I do it for myself, but that's just something that I'm not doing right now.
Right.
Because I'm just not there yet. Just picking up, just trying to stay grounded and not pick up everything of what's going on. So, and we as women, we do that. So finding ways to stay grounded. it and not keep our spirits clear, because that's going to help us to even keep our wounds clean and free.
Yeah, it's important to your intake of food is important. You want to be careful what you're eating, so that you can vibrate at a higher capacity. And then, things to help you, I guess, ground. Definitely walking barefoot. Like, I love trees. I have
Okay,
the way
if
my
you
porch is,
want
I
to
sit on
see
my porch
these
right there.
videos,
I love
please
sitting on my
go
porch.
to the
I can sit here
podcast
in
When
silence
Wellness Calls.
and just listen.
Please
Like, I'm sitting out
watch
here
the
actually right
videos.
now and just listen to the birds, or like tonight I'm hearing all of the, so